I wanted to talk to you about history. Because this very station has quite a lot of it. 100 years ago, if you tuned in to 910 a.m. on your radio, you would hear us. WFDF was first licensed on May 25th of 1922, more than a century ago. Its original call sign, though, was not WFDF. It was WEAA, and it was located in Flint, Michigan. The first broadcast was made on July 8th, 1922. The call letters were changed to WFDF 3 years later, in 1925, in honor of the founder of the station, Frank D. Phelan. WFDF continued on as Radio Disney into the 2010s until August 13, 2014, when Disney put WFDF and 22 other stations up for sale to focus on the digital distribution of the Radio Disney network. On November 18th of that year, WFDF sold to Adele Radio Group Incorporated, an affiliate of the Word Network owned by Kevin Adele. By 2015, the Word Network closed on the purchase of 910 a.m. at a price of $3 million and changed the programming to its Christian radio format. The change took place with no prior announcement at 5 p.m. on January 20th, 2015. November of that same year, Adele relaunched the station with an urban talk radio format. After his purchase of WFDF from Radio Disney, Adele rebranded 910 a.m. as the Superstation with an African-American talk radio format. Finally, we've arrived at the modern day. August 11th of this calendar year, Kevin Adele announced the station would rebrand to an all-sports format with a local morning show host to be named. In the time between that day and now, you've heard ESPN Radio, later replaced by Fox Sports Radio. But history continues to be written, because today, we begin yet another chapter in the WFDF history. So without further ado, from 1922 to right now, September 5th, 2023, over a century of broadcast history, with another chapter to be written today. So join me for the launch of the new 910 a.m. 9, WFDF, Farmington Hills, Detroit, 910 a.m. Detroit's News Talk Superstation, a division of Adele Media.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Emlyn. Police in southeastern Pennsylvania still looking for an escaped killer on the run for nearly a week after breaking out of prison near Philadelphia.
34-year-old Danilo Cavalcante was on the verge of a prison transfer when he managed to escape the Chester County Prison just outside Philadelphia. He's been convicted of the murder of his ex-girlfriend in broad daylight. At a press conference Monday, law enforcement said since his disappearance, there's been at least 4 sightings of Cavalcante, all of them within a 1 to 2 mile radius of the prison. They're also investigating a pair of burglaries in that area for which Cavalcante may have been responsible.
ABC's Trevor Alt. A $10,000 reward is being offered for any information. Neighbors being told to lock up and be on the lookout. Court appearances today related to the January 6th insurrection. Sentencing on tap for former Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio. Prosecutors want 33 years on a seditious conspiracy conviction for stoking the Capitol riots. Also in court, former Trump aide Peter Navarro.
The former Trump trade advisor faces 2 counts of contempt for failing to turn over documents and provide testimony to the House January 6th committee. Peter Navarro has argued he was instructed by Donald Trump to not comply with the subpoena. But the federal judge presiding over Navarro's trial ruled last week that there's no evidence the former president actually asserted executive privilege. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
First Lady Dr. Jill Biden resting at home in Delaware after testing positive for COVID with mild symptoms. Her last public appearance with the president was Saturday. On the move in Nevada. Tens of thousands of spectators, some walking, others driving, but finally leaving the Burning Man Festival after thick mud from torrential rain left them stranded all weekend. Right now, a line of vehicles snaking their way out, a process that could take hours. This is ABC News.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again?
That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered